Hi, my name is Dallin Cordova. I'm the Scrum Master for 24/7.
My name is William Bohannon.
Hi, my name is Joshua Drum.
Hi, I am Akash Patel and my role on our team is of a product owner.
Hi, I am Ahmed Hausawi. I'm a team member of 24/7.
Hi, I'm Brendan Bryan, and my title is team member.
Hi, my name is Denise Williams. I'm a team member of 24/7.
Hello, this is Dallin Cordova, Scrum Master for 24/7. So I implemented a number of things in the project, one of which were stats. So all actors have stats. They're primary stats and derived stats. The primary ones are the ones you see here, and derived are things like health and attack power and defense power, which you can't see, but they are calculated using the primary stats. So these are used in almost all game calculations, like for resolving damage or ability strength. And we can see that all actors have similar status pages where you can view all of them. Abilities are another feature I worked on. Each class has 3 abilities shown at the bottom. They have resource cost and cooldown, so you can't constantly use them, and they have some sort of effect. So some abilities apply effects which last a number of turns and provide some sort of effect on the game board. So here I put this enemy in a net so they can't move, and then I can shoot them while they're in the net. And then I worked on the map generation. So there's 3 types of maps. There's the random walk map, which is randomly generated each time you enter a new field, and it has a sort of a natural cave-like look to it. It takes significant gameplay to reach the other types of maps, but I also have one that is a circle with 4 adjoining rooms and a directional map, or a directional hallway. It's like a winding cave that goes down a long corridor. And each of these maps is randomly generated each time they're entered, and the enemy and item placement are also randomized within it. And that roughly concludes the work I've done on this project.
So this is Will Bohannon. I was the Git administrator for Team 24/7. I'm here to talk to you about my major contributions to the project. So I created save state, so we could save our progress. You can save the game here. Select the file. We now have a new file and save one. I think you can have 3 different save locations, and they'll save the current instance of the map, so you can always come back at a later time. You don't have to try to beat the game as fast as possible during that time. Also, the melee attacking, more so the attacking animations when we do a melee attack. I'll show you in this game. The player and enemy going back and forth animation, I think, really kind of livens up the game and makes the player on the other side of the screen seem involved into the game. That is it for major contributions.
This is Josh. I'm a product owner, and here's my major contributions to the project. So my major contributions were visibility, camera, potions, mage ability, and game tiles. So in the game, our character here, our mage, can only see so many spaces, and whenever I move around, some of these spaces will become darker because they're currently not in my vision, but I can still see them dimly lit because I have seen them before. Additionally, next I have the camera. The camera follows the player around and keeps the player centered in the game. Next are the potions. So here are 2 potions. I'll pick them up and go to my inventory. And there are many different kinds of potions. These 2 are just defense and spirit potions. They just give you temporary buffs to some of your abilities and strengths and different stats. Next, what I did are the mage abilities. I'm currently the mage, so these abilities down here are what the mage can do. I can do this fire ability, which sets an enemy on fire for up to 6 turns. I can do this freeze ability that freezes all nearby enemies for 3 turns. And I can also use the strike ability that uses all my resources but deals significant amount of damage. Lastly, my last major contribution was the game tiles. So most of these game tiles here that you see are just 4 spaces, 4 tiles, so you can just walk across them. But up here are walls, up here at the top. So if I try to walk into them, I can't, and my movement is stopped because you can't walk through walls.
Hi, this is Akash Patel, product owner for Team 24/7. And here are some of the things I implemented for the game Dungeon Crawler. The player movement. Player can navigate around the dungeon with arrow keys, and you can navigate around the dungeon using the on-screen arrow keys, and the player can use the stairs to move to a different floor or a different dungeon. And the next implementation game feature I implemented was the player health and experience. Player health indicator is displayed on top, and whenever the player takes damage from the enemies, the health indicator displays the health changes. And player level and experience points are displayed, and player earns experience point by performing various tasks in game, such as picking up item earns the player 1 XP, while changing the floor gains player 5 XP, and the experience points and the player level is displayed on top. Next feature of the game I implemented was the difficulty and difficulty menu. So in the main menu, the difficulty menu is displayed, and the game difficulty is adjusted according to the difficulty selected. So the player begins off with a relatively easy difficulty, and then as the player progresses through different floors, the difficulty level increases according to the level selected.
Hi everyone, this is Ahmed Housawi. I'm a team member of the 24/7 team. And today I'm going to talk about some major features that I have done so far in this game, which is creating the enemies, which is the 2 enemies. The first enemy is the male enemy. I have chosen this character so far. This is how it looks like. And also, what is special about this enemy, the movement toward the player. It will move like just one space toward to the player. So as we can see here in the game, this is the male enemy right here. So now it will keep moving, which is like chasing the player for an attack. Okay? So wherever I go on the map, the melee enemy keep moving toward me until the player attack the melee enemy. The melee enemy will be gone. Alright. The second enemy is called the range enemy, and this is the character for the range enemy. Look on his skeleton, it has like arrow that can shoot from long distance. And the movement for the range enemy, actually, it will try to move as far it can from the player to get ready to attack. So as we can hear, if we can hear the sound, the range enemy trying to attack. So okay, here we go. This is the range enemy. Is attacking right now the player. See, if I try to go close to the enemy trying to run away. So wherever I go, okay. As we can see here, this is the movement. The attack happened. Alright, that's all. Thank you for watching.
What's up, everyone? This is Brendan Bryan from Team 24/7, and I am a team member. So I was, for the most part, in charge with creating items for the game. So almost everything you see related to items was done by me. There are around 20 items per character class, including weapons and armor, and this is not including the potions. Items are based on the class that you choose at the beginning, which is the warrior, mage, and rogue class. So the map will generate items solely based on your class and none of the other classes. So weapons give you a strength bonus to kill enemies easier, potions add health to your health bar to make you harder to kill, and armor gives you additional constitution, which adds a certain percentage to your health. I was also in charge with creating the inventory for the items. So this is what the inventory looks like. If you long click on an item, a menu will pop up, and the use button was meant for consumable items, which only ended up being potions. So if you long click and use that, it will do something specifically for that potion. Weapons and armor are not allowed to be used, so if you try to use an item, it will tell you you cannot. The equip button is for weapons and armor, and you are not allowed to equip potions. Stats can be viewed for any item. It will tell you what the potion does, and the weapons will tell you the strength and level. The armor will tell you the constitution and level. And also the drop can be used. So let's see which axe is better. Strength 6, strength 12. So let's drop this one just to show. And the inventory will update after you drop an item. So the boss is harder to kill. It has a lot more HP, and you can tell this is a boss because he looks a lot scarier. and he's already hurt me with abilities. So he will do a lot more damage, and he spawns every 5 levels, which each time you go down the stairs it will upgrade a level. As you can see, the boss, since I didn't have a lot of health, he did a lot of damage, and he's a lot harder to kill. And that'll do it for my part.
Hi, my name is Denise Williams from Team 24/7. I'd like to present my contribution to the team project. First will be the graphic images, the welcome page, and the character page. The welcome page is introductory to the menus that you have choices to choose from. The character page are basically giving you different images of each one of the characters that you can slide through by just switching them back and forth to read on the different information. Here you will have the background music that is played throughout the game. Next will be the sound effects, which you have the stairs where the player will go across the stairs. Next you will have the next tack between the melee and the player, going back and forth. Last you will have the attack or the ranged enemy and the player. And that's the sound effect for that part of the game. Thank you.